Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Week 6, 2024 NFL picks for you. Let's get right into it. We got the 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning game. I believe this one's in London, too. Don't quote me exactly on that one, but I do know it is not in Bears' home stadium, Soldier Field. It will be an away game for both teams. And we got the Jags versus the Bears. Jags have been playing very good recently. Bears kind of on the come up as well. That one, let's say, as much as I want to pick the Bears, and the Bears should win this one, I think they're favored as well, obviously. 130. We're going to do Jaguars playing hot recently, and we're going to ride the lightning over here. We'll give the Jaguars the 1.5 points and 44.5. Well, you know what, man? I think the last game last weekend went over, and we did pick that as well, even though our over-under picks didn't do too good last weekend. But we're going to go over for this one as well. And the Bears have a pretty good defense, but I like the way the Jags been playing recently. I like the way Caleb Williams and the Bears offense has been playing recently. So we're going to go over for that one. Let's move on to the 1 o'clock slate games for this Sunday. Browns-Eagles in Philly. I think Eagles win this one. A.J. Brown back. Devontae Smith back. Eagles with a newfound confidence. Do I think they win by more than 9.5? For any NFL team, it's a pretty disrespectful spread. You know what? They probably will win by more than 10, but it's hard for me not to give the Browns a free 9.5 points. So I'm going to give the Browns the 9.5. Hopefully, Eagles win the game, but not by more than 10. We'll go over 42.5. I usually like taking Eagles overs, but against the Browns' horrific offense this year, it's a little tough to do. But, are they going to be bad every single week? Can they score 15 points, 20 points this week? Sure. Are they going to do it? That's the real question. Let's take the over, 42.5. Commanders, Ravens, amazing game. Probably game of the week if everything goes to plan. 2 early season MVP candidates head-to-head, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels. +7, that's disrespectful, man. Let's give the Commanders their 7 points right off the rip. We'll go over 51. I bet you all of America, all the world is thinking it's going to. Will it, though? Ravens defense, even though they haven't played that well to start the season, is a little more respectful than the stats say. So for this one, I'm going to say under 51.5. And, man, my heart is telling me Commanders, even though my mind is telling me Ravens. Let's go with the Commanders on this one. Let's see if they can pull another rabbit out the hat this week. There you go, Washington fans. That one's for you. Texans, Patriots. I think Drake May is going to make his starting debut for the Patriots this week. Texans have a pretty good defense, even though the stats haven't necessarily shown it yet. I don't see how the Texans lose this one, to tell you the truth, even though they're away. And I think they win by more than a touchdown. We'll go over 38.5. Yeah, sure, why not? I know Nico Collins isn't playing, but Texans, man, when they're hot, they're hot. Cardinals, Packers in Green Bay. Good game. I got the Packers. Cardinals snuck away with a good win last week, against the 49ers. I don't think they're going to do it 2 weeks in a row. And if they do, then, man, watch out for the Cardinals as very quiet, good team on the come up this year. I think the Packers win by more than 5.5. And I think that one goes over 47 as well. Two high scoring offenses. It's going to be a good game. Bucks Saints. Saints have what's his name? Derek Carr is hurt this week. And Saints are going to be playing with a rookie QB. And honestly, their offense hasn't done too much recently. Not like the hot start they had in the beginning of the season. So, we're going to go with the Bucks. We're just in a great shootout game last Thursday against the Falcons. Does it go over 41.5? Or no, it's just 41 straight up. Sorry, I'm trying to look at it through the camera now. Give me a second. You know what? Something's telling me, even though the Saints have a very good defense, I think this one does go over 41.5. I think it does. And I think the Bucks win by more than 3. Sorry, Saints fans, just not this week. Colts, Titans. Kind of don't see how the Colts are underdogs here, unless Jonathan Taylor's already been ruled out, and Anthony Richardson, even though Joe Flacco, old man Flacco, been doing his thing in the starting position for the Colts. Ride the hot hand. If he's throwing 4 touchdowns a game, see how long he can do it for. I got the Colts winning this one. On the road, underdogs. Underdog upset. Colts +3. Does it go over 43? Last year, Colts overs hit so much. This year, not so much to start, but I do think the Colts are going to put up at least 21 points, and I think the Titans can put up 21 points, so it's going to be pretty close. I do think this one goes over 43 points. Steelers, Raiders. God, yes, Steelers look so good, and we picked them to lose their unbeaten streak last weekend for the Sunday night football game against the Cowboys, one of my confident picks of the week, and it came through. This week, and this is not confident, mind you, I don't know why something is telling me to take the Raiders this week to beat and upset the Steelers. Come on, Raiders. Show some life. Show some balls. And, two hard-nosed teams right there. I respect both franchises. I think the underdog Raiders get it done this week at home, beating the high-powered Steelers defense. Over 36.5. God, that's a tough one. First of all, let's give the Raiders their 3 points. Over 36.5, under 36.5. Raiders, Steelers. Sorry for the pause. It's a tough one, guys. Let me think about it for 1 second. Under. 17-3, 17-10 victory for the Raiders. Chargers, Broncos, moving on. And mind you guys, now we're in the 4 o'clock slates of games. We have Chargers at the Broncos. Division rivalry. I like the Chargers this year. I like Harbaugh. I like the running game. I like everything they're doing over there. And the Broncos have been playing very good. So, underdog money on the Broncos, not a bad pick. But I do think the Chargers get this win. And I don't think it's going to be by much more than 3, to tell you the truth. So, just throwing one away here, let's give the Broncos a +3. And then over, under 35.5. Yeah, over. If both teams are clicking, I don't see how not. It doesn't go over 35.5. Lions, Cowboys. Let's move on. Very good game as well. We had the Cowboys winning last week as underdogs. I don't know how they're underdogs again this week, especially at home. Lions, amazing team. But the Cowboys offense, and I said it last week, is too good to keep playing as incompetently as they have been to start the season. And they showed a little bit of life last week. They finally got the running back position settled in. I know their defense is missing a few pieces, and the Lions have a high-powered run game going strong. But that Lions defense has looked vulnerable as well. I think Cowboys win this one at home. I think obviously give the Cowboys the 3 points. We'll go over 52.5. It's a pretty high point total. I'm going to say under. As much as I want it to go over 52, guys, and it's a high-scoring, fun game, that one's just a little too high for my liking. I'm thinking more like 25, 21 to 18 or 20, somewhere in the 40 range. Falcons, Panthers. What is this one? Sorry, I'm looking at it through the camera again, guys. Give me 1 second. Try and fix the focus. All right, guys. We got Panthers, Falcons. In Carolina, Falcons coming off a great win last week. Stupid old me. Ever since I saw the Panthers win their first game of the year, sees the potential in their team, and likes to think that they can upset a lot of teams in the NFL any given Sunday. And you know what? I'm going with it again this one, only because it's a division game. And I feel like division games are always close. You have to game plan for a team that you're going to play twice a year. I'm going Panthers. Straight out win. Give them 6 points. They're not going to need them all. And then over, under 47. You know what, man? Over. I know the Falcons are going to put up 20 or 30 points. And I know the Panthers are more than capable of putting up more than 20 points. High-scoring, fun game there. It's probably going to be a close one. I think the Panthers might etch that one out and get a win. 8 p.m. Sunday night football game. Bengals-Giants. Ew. And I'm sorry if you're a Giants or Bengals fan, but you can see where I'm coming from when I say that. Kind of disrespectful. I know their records are the reasons for the way the handicappers have this one, but I don't see how the Bengals lose this one. They're starting to come around a little bit. They played the Ravens tough last week. They have all the pieces there on offense. The defense isn't that good. So, which would lead me to think that it's probably going to be a high-scoring game. But when the Giants are on, they're on. And when they're not, it's kind of rough to watch. I don't know. I hope they prove me wrong. I really do hope they prove me wrong this week. But let's go under 47.5. Bengals winning by more than 4 points. And the Bengals to win that one outright. I do not like doing the Monday night games, guys. The betting week ends on Sundays. So, I do not like adding in the Mondays. I believe that's a whole separate thing. But just for shits and giggles, excuse my French, excuse my language, I'm going to do one for you guys. Bills-Jets in New York. Just judging off the odds, this isn't going to be a flat-out blowout. The Bills just stomping all over the Jets. The Jets have the pieces and the offense capability to hang with the Bills. And the great defense to go along with it. With that said, the Bills have looked good this year. I think they get this win. Sorry, Jets fans. It is what it is. We'll go over 41. Yes, I do think this one goes over 41. And I think the Bills win by a touchdown. 27, 20, 28, 21, something like that. Guys, I tried to post one of these last Saturday night for the Sunday slate of games. It just wasn't enough time. And so this week I'm posting it a tad bit earlier. It is Thursday night as I'm recording this. The odds might change. The point spreads, the totals might change. Keep that in mind. I'm just doing these picks for fun. So for whatever you guys are doing this just for fun, you put money on it, you're competing against your friends and who can pick the most games right. Just do it for fun. Have a good time with it. Be safe. It's just football. It's not life or death. My picks are in. They're right here for you guys to look at. I love all of you guys, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Good luck to you guys, and good luck to all of your teams. Enjoy the weekend games. Enjoy all football. I love all of you guys, and hopefully I'll see you again next week for more picks. Have a great night.